Well, greetings subscribers, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog. I know, different look for me, right? Well, today I wanted to do a quick review on this Harbor Freight welding cart and a couple little modifications that I had to do to it just to get it to be exactly what I wanted. But my big surprise here and why I wanted to do a review is because this thing was only $40, 44, like 88 if I remember correctly. So man, there's more material there for 40 bucks than I could have built it on my own. So a couple things about the cart is it is Chicago Electric. It's at Harbor Freight. It's over in their welding section. And yeah, $44. And that wasn't even like a Christmas sale, because let me tell you right now, they've extended Black Friday to like every product. There's many things in there like drill bits and a lot of consumables that are buy one, get two free. Welding table that was like normally $199 or $209 or something on sale for $89. So probably go over that a little bit as well. But just quickly off the top, this thing so far is very impressive. Now, I did make a few modifications to it, and I got a couple more if need be. But just to start is assemble was pretty easy. Very impressed with actually the quality of everything, because it is powder coated. So it's not just, you know, painted and pitted and you know, bad quality. I mean, everything is very good. Great hardware. That locking washers, I mean, you name it. The only thing that I did not like, front wheels are not bad. Back one with the axle with just these little like cotter pins, kind of questionable for the weight, but that's going to be, you know, definitely an upgrade. I already have some of these. I think these are 3-inch poly wheels. What's nice is these actually fit right inside the existing holes that are already drilled. And then what I was going to do is get like some 6-inch for the back, because you don't really need the axle part with this kind of deep dish area here. What I'm going to do is probably put a piece of plastic or wood down in this section, and then just mount some stationary wheels underneath it. You know, and still debating that a little bit. But a couple things that I did do, let me just get these out of the way. I did go online and buy these Chinese brand bottle holders, bolted those to it, because the chains they give you, it's a little too high for a small like 55 or 60 gallon or CF tank. So I bought these and added them. So this thing is like super secure. I like the little tie down strap portion of it much better. So it's really not going anywhere. And what else? Now these are a little more designed for kind of the Harbor Freight welder. They're a little, you know, fatter, squatter. It's kind of like the little MIG. I'm not sure if they have one that's a TIG. So my Dynasty's a little longer, but that's fine. I put down some EPDM just to, you know, help whatever grounding, and also to keep it in place. And then I actually ran this Velcro strap through the material here, you know, so that I could lock it down. And let me tell you, I mean, this thing is not, it's not going anywhere. It won't tip over. And I mean, even if you just accidentally pulled it and it got hung up, it's very stable. And it's good too, because this can take some of the weight off when you're moving it around. You've also got this little lip here, which is good for picking it up and kind of moving it around as well. And so a few other things. It's got a middle shelf here, deep dish that's got a lip on it, so good place for like foot pedal, some other things. And then I've got my giant 50-foot cable for 50 volt, and I'll probably end up getting another smaller one because I got to be able to get to my backyard to work on a gate. And although I think on this I've got 76 feet before I start losing power, and that's at 200 amps, so you know, I'm not going to be probably welding at that, but still 76 feet, so I can use this one plus another 25 footer if I need to. And these I got off of Amazon, I believe it was. They're basically like the RV extension cords, and that's the best way of going, because otherwise I priced it out. This was like 80, I think $86, something like that. It was under 90, and it was over like $100 if I bought just the raw cable and the ends, like at Home Depot or Lowe's. I think at Home Depot, yeah, it was actually cheaper just to get this pre-made online. So yeah, definitely much better. So this thing also, as you saw, comes with a couple hangers, so it's good for the torch side, and this side over here, good for hanging the ground. And I also have the power on it too. And if you didn't see my other video, yeah, I went with this this little 3-prong because that thing is great. And for some reason it feels so cool when you're yeah, plugging it in, plugging it out. So anyway, yeah, and there you go. Nice little setup. And then what I plan on doing with like the filler rod, either or, I'm not too sure. I might put something so I can stand them up here, or I'm probably gonna, you know, break these in half and use these 2 containers, and probably just slide one down on either side here, you know, and when they're half, that'll actually be really good. I'll be able to stack some up on the side, and they'll be right up front, right where I can grab them. Just want to make sure I can cap them and keep them clean. So other than that, there you go. Again, it is a Chicago Electric at Harbor Freight. It was $44, and quite honestly, yeah, unless you got the raw material already on hand, it's going to be hard to beat that price. So I hope that's helpful for you, and go get them before they're all gone. Later.